China is reportedly planning to unveil a new fighter plane next year, though observers of the Chinese military will probably recognize it from previous displays. There are increasing signs that a fighter jet, probably a redesigned, combat-ready FC-31 fighter plane, may debut in 2024. The aviation site Alert 5 uncovered one such sign when it included a social media post from the Chinese aeronautical establishment. According to the blog, as per Alert 5, CAE represented new generation fighters with the characters Xin Sha Kaiye. The blog speculates that the aircraft may be a new variant of an existing airframe or a completely new design. It is noteworthy, though, that if this were a new design, the Mandarin writing would have read Xin Xing. China's nationalistic, frequently vehement Global Times website also carried the rumor about the new fighter, citing the CAE article. Global Times claims that the social media post was later removed without cause. According to a Chinese aviation specialist that the website spoke with, the fighter is intended to be used out of China's fleet of aircraft carriers. The Shenyang FC-31 technology demonstrator, already in production, is the front-runner for the upcoming fighter known as J-35. The FC-31, also code-named J-31, is a stealth-oriented, fifth-generation fighter that was developed in China and shares many similarities with the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter. According to Flight Global in 2019, the FC-31's engineers thought the aircraft was making good progress. Although it was first shown in 2012, the FC-31 was never produced in large quantities. The reason is unknown, although it probably has something to do with China's incapacity to produce jet engines. The Klimov Rod-33 engines, which also power Russia's MiG-29 fighter plane, propelled the FC-31 at first. China has made significant progress in the manufacture of airplanes, but it has had difficulty creating high performance after burning turbofan engines, particularly in related industries like metallurgy. Russia's profit-maximizing policy involves selling complete fighter jets rather than individual jet engines. The impossibility of mass-producing the jet could have been attributed to the inability to obtain Russian engines. Should the new aircraft really be an upgraded FC-31, this could suggest China has faith in its ability to consistently produce high-performance jet engines domestically. Experts predict that the J-35 will most likely be used as a carrier aircraft to support the J-15 Flying Shark fighter until it is finally replaced. The Soviet Su-33 carrier-based fighter is the aircraft that gave rise to the J-15, a massive, heavy, twin-engine fighter. Unfortunately, the J-15's range and capacity to carry armaments and fuel are severely limited by the weight of the fighter and the requirement to launch the aircraft from the ski ramps. Since developing fighter jets is costly, China will probably want to get the most out of its investment by purchasing aircraft for both carrier and ground applications. Large numbers of less expensive, lighter, multi-role fighter jets are used in addition to costly, heavy, twin-engine fighter jets in many major air forces. For instance, the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter are both flown by the United States Air Force. Russia uses the MiG-29 35ths in addition to the Su-35 Flanker E. China uses the J-10 Vigorous Dragon in addition to the J-20 twin-engine fighter. The J-10 is a fourth-generation fighter with a non-stealthy design, despite its capability. Eventually, the J-10 fleet as a whole may be replaced by the J-35, replacing older J-10 aircraft. The only air force in the world to fly both a large and small fifth-generation stealth fighter is the United States Air Force. Should the new aircraft turn out to be the J-35 and China produce a significant quantity of them, it will establish a formidable air force in China. The Air Force, PAF, is focusing on the recently acquired Chinese fighter aircraft in reaction to India's acquisition of French Rafale aircraft. The rumors state that the fighter plane will come with a price tag of about $70 million. By contrast, the French Rafale fighter costs $77 million, while the F-35 is priced at $79 million. Pakistan will need to purchase stealth-capable J-35 multi-role fighter fighters in response to India's Rafale in order to preserve the balance of power in South Asia.